Sajan Kumar and Amitabh Tiwari join us. Amitabh Tiwari, caste has been the organizing principle of electoral politics in Bihar. It has shaped alliances, decided strategies, and candidate selection for decades. Are you sensing a change this time around?
Yeah, there is a very interesting trend, Maria. Up till 2020, almost on 90% of the seats, the same caste or social group candidate used to win the elections.
We are putting out your
So there was
graphics
a whole,
only, Amitabh Tiwari. Just look at
yeah,
this. Exactly what you had
yeah,
said.
correct. So essentially,
The other one, please.
irrespective
Yes,
of
this one.
parties, a particular caste or community was winning from those seats. Now, in 2025 or up to 2025, what has happened is that the hold of particular caste on these seats has declined, and from 90%, this number has come down to 60%, which is a big decline in that sense. So, on 60% of the seats, still that particular caste community holds influence, but it has significantly reduced from 90% to 60%, which means the balance 30% are largely voting on development, issues, beneficiary status, vikas, etc. So I think this is a big trend which we are witnessing. That is reduction of hold of caste on the particular constituencies and at the state level.
Okay, that's fascinating, Sajan. The emerging theme is clear. Bihar perhaps is standing at crossroads.
Uh, yes and no, both at the same time, because we do see that there is a trend to vote by bringing under consideration factors beyond caste, and that beyond factor or a plus factor is one, leadership, two, the welfare schemes, which becomes the pull factor for genders and so many castes. But do remember that in Bihar, we are also witnessing, and as Amitabh Tiwari ji is talking about the 30%, who are these 30%? Right? Overwhelmingly, and this is my insight, that overwhelmingly these 30% are the unanchored caste. When I say unanchored caste, which means the caste who do not have significant leaders. So, for example, you do not expect a Paswan voter, to override Chirag Paswan's stature and directional clue. You do expect overwhelmingly the EBCs and many of the Dalit leaders who do not witness, right? Bihar has 22 Dalit caste. But how many Dalit leaders are there? You have Chirag Paswan, you have Jitan Ram Majhi, and you may have Rajesh Ram, etc. But beyond that, still for almost 15 to 16 castes who are minuscule, you do not have any directional clarity. So these unanchored castes will always vote for caste plus schemes, leadership, etc. But the centrality of the anchored caste, I think, is going to stay for some time. Degree may differ.
Okay, so Amitabh, let me give you the last word. Caste remains relevant, but a new calculus is taking shape, one that demands flexibility, inclusiveness, and imagination. Is this a fair assessment then?
Of course, representation was a big theme when we traveled across Bihar this time. You must have also realized this largely amongst the minority community. We have seen that this feeling was there. However, people are giving a chance to parties, leaders also at constituency level who show a vision for the future, who are not only seeking votes in the name of caste, like NDA, for example, also, which was not just seeking votes in the name of the bigger or the grander social coalition it had. The votes were sought in the name of a new Bihar or on the manifesto points which it has promised to the people of Bihar. So I think the people of Bihar are also gradually, this election is very important in that sense. It could signal a big pivot in years to come from traditional caste-based politics to development-oriented politics or voting.
Yes, absolutely fascinating how Bihar is ushering in a new era here. Thank you so much for joining us, Amitabh Tiwari and Sajan Kumar. The era when caste alone could script election outcomes is fast fading. The future belongs to those who can build broader alliances and address the complex aspirations of voters beyond traditional fault lines, is a message coming in from Bihar.